What's up, beautiful people of YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Sennheiser HD569 closed-back circummural headphones. Yes, that is a mouthful. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I love these headphones. But the real question is, how will you like them? And that's probably why you're watching this video right now. The 569 sit third in Sennheiser's numbering scheme, but despite that, they're actually the second most expensive headphone of the four. At the time of this review, the 559 and 579 both go for around $100. The 569s can be had for $150, and the 599s finish out the 500 series at about $175. While the 569s are in the same family as the other 500 series headphones, they're not really competitors, as the 569s are the only closed-back set within the group. Alright, enough of the boring technical stuff. Let's get to what really matters: comfort and sound quality. First of all, I have a huge head, I'm a glasses wearer, and I get chronic migraines, so trying to find comfortable headphones is a nightmare, but somehow these manage to make the cut. If something's comfortable for me, it's going to be extremely comfortable for the average person. In terms of comfort, there are three key spots that a headphone has to nail. It's both ears and the headband. It sounds very simple, but not a lot of headphone manufacturers do it correctly. Another factor to consider when it comes to comfort is a headphone's weight. Obviously, a lighter pair is going to have an advantage over a heavier pair. Thankfully, these are on the light side. They weigh in at about 285 grams. It's worth noting that there is a trade-off when it comes to light versus heavy headphones. Now, I wouldn't say this is true for all headphones, but generally what you gain in comfort, you lose in build quality. So while the HD569s are very comfortable and light, they're also made mostly out of plastic. Comparing that to a heavy set of headphones, they're probably going to be made mostly out of metal. When it comes to Sennheiser, this is a trade-off I'm willing to take 10 times out of 10. I've had a pair of HD598s for the past 6 years, and the only thing that's ever needed replacing were the ear pads and headband. The internal components have been solid. Despite the 569s being made mostly out of plastic, I was impressed by the quality of the materials. The ear cups and headband are velour coated with what feels like a memory foam. Usually I'm not a big fan of memory foam, as it just feels too stiff to me, but the foam on the 569s is actually fairly soft. Not only does this make them very comfortable to wear for long periods at a time, it also creates a good seal around your ear, effectively blocking out a lot of external sound. While these are not active noise-canceling headphones, I was impressed by how much sound they passively blocked. Another thing contributing to that good seal is the clamping force, which I would describe as firm yet comfortable, falling somewhere in between the clamping force of the HD650s and the HD598. I don't think it's strong enough to cause a normal person any discomfort, but it's also not light enough where any movement of your head will shake the headphones off. Now, since I have an abnormally large head, I did have to stretch the headphones out a bit for a few days before I really found that sweet spot. Given the relatively low to medium clamping force and the quality of materials, I really don't see comfort being an issue for anyone with these headphones. The one exception might be if you're a glasses wearer and your glasses consist of a large plastic frame. It is worth noting that my ears did touch the material covering the drivers, but they made such light contact it really wasn't much of an issue. Okay, we've established the headphones are comfortable. Great. But how do they sound? This is where a lot of subjectivity is going to come into play, so just keep that in mind throughout this section. Overall, I love the sound signature of the 569s. For $150, I'd be hard-pressed to find a better sounding pair of closed-back headphones. That's not to say that they're perfect, but for $150, there's not much to complain about. The bass is tight and well-controlled. Thankfully, it doesn't seep into the mids at all either. Listening to EDM songs, I did find that the bass didn't go as low as I would like, but there was still decent slam. That being said, if what you primarily listen to is EDM and dubstep, this wouldn't be my first choice of headphones for you. The mids on the 569s are excellent. They sound very full, articulate, and detailed. While the mids do seem to come through the strongest, they don't overpower the listening experience. I found that rock and acoustic recordings sounded particularly sweet on the 569s. This is where the headphones really shine. To my analytical ear, the treble sounded rolled off and almost lacking in terms of quantity, but to my subjective ear, I didn't really miss it. I think the reduced treble actually adds to the overall pleasantness of the listening experience. So even when you do get those highs, they're not harsh or fatiguing. Overall, I would describe the sound signature as mostly neutral, with slightly accentuated mids and slightly reduced treble. The soundstage is also surprisingly good for a closed back. While it wasn't as wide as, say, my HD 598s, it was better than some open-ear headphones, including the Sennheiser HD 650 and 600. I found gaming and movies to be both highly enjoyable experiences. While playing Overwatch, I was easily able to tell which direction enemies were coming from. Obviously, I think that has a lot to do with the size of the ear cup. The 569's ear pads are actually interchangeable with the 598's. It got me curious, so I swapped them. Unfortunately, it made each headphone sound worse. Aside from looking cool, there's no real reason you'd want to do this. I made a quick Reddit post about it if you're interested for more details. The cables also appear to be interchangeable across all 500 series headphones. With the 569s, you actually get two. One is the Sennheiser standard 3 meter long terminating in a 1/4 inch jack. The other is a 1.2 meter long terminating in the more traditional 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The shorter one also features an inline mic and 1-button remote. I did a few tests with the microphone, and as far as inline mics go, I found it to be pretty average. It's probably not something you'd want to use for business, but for casual conversations, it's adequate. To conclude, if you're looking for a closed back set that can kind of do it all, music, gaming, and movies, the 569s are a great choice. With their excellent sense of timing, superb comfort, and impressive soundstage, Sennheiser gets a lot right here. Anyway, that's going to do it for me over here at Jeff's Review Corner. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, please do go ahead and click that like button. It is always appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.